Food facts that are fun to know. Mountain Dew is mainly just orange juice. That is correct. The original version of Mountain Dew had orange juice in the ingredients. Mountain Dew today contains an orange byproduct called orange wash pulp. Today's Mountain Dew contains at least 5% of the concentrated orange juice. Pringles once had a lawsuit trying to prove that they are really not potato chips. The salty snack was once in the middle of a massive controversy that questioned the ingredients and whether the chips were actually potato chips at all. When you eat figs, you're eating wasp. Figs are technically not a fruit. They are inverted flowers which are pollinated by female wasp. Don't worry, the wasp body is broken down by an enzyme into protein. Scientists can turn peanut butter into diamonds. Understanding the way diamonds are formed deep in the earth could explain how life evolved on our planet. A team in Germany, they are attempting to forge the gemstones themselves from carbon dioxide and peanut butter. The largest wholesale purchaser of kale before it became a craze was Pizza Hut. In the early 90s, buffet tables at Pizza Hut would always be covered with the leafy green plant. Brussels sprouts, broccoli, cabbage, and cauliflower all come from the same plant. You may never have heard of wild mustard plant, but you've definitely eaten it. Cheez-Its contain paprika. It is true, one of the main ingredients is made from dried and ground red peppers called paprika. The bananas we eat today are clones. That's because the world's banana exports come from a single cultivated variety called Cavendish. Cavendish bananas are seedless and sterile, meaning that farmers must clone the plant. Chimichanga literally means thingamajiggy in Spanish. How did the chimichanga get its name? The most popular theory dates back to the 1920s, in which the founder of El Chorrero restaurant accidentally dropped the burrito in a deep fryer and began to mutter a Spanish swear word. And just like that, the chimichanga was created. Tomatoes are not native to Italy. The tomato came from America, and it was only introduced to Italy in the 15th or 16th century. Potatoes are actually 80% water and 20% solid. An 8-ounce baked or boiled potato has only about 100 calories. The average person eats about 137 pounds of potatoes each year. Haribo green gummy bears aren't lime or green apple flavored, but strawberry. It turns out that the company of the squishy bear-shaped snacks actually make green gummy bears with strawberry flavoring, and the red gummy bears are not strawberry or cherry, but actually it's raspberry. Humans share 60% of our DNA with bananas. The vast majority of human DNA is very different to bananas. However, if you look at the 2% of the DNA corresponding with protein coding genes, there is a pretty high degree of similarity between them. Shredded cheese has cellulose, which is a wood product, aka sawdust, so it doesn't stick together. Yes, that is true. Cellulose, or wood pulp, is a pretty standard anti-caking agent. It's also used to add texture and fiber to foods. Cellulose is basically plant fiber. Pineapple juice can help tenderize meat. Many people do not know that pineapple has an enzyme in it that softens muscle fiber. Strawberries aren't berries, but bananas are. Berries must have 2 or more seeds. Eggplants, peppers, and bananas are examples of berries. So strawberries are not officially berries because the flesh that surrounds the seeds doesn't actually come from the plant ovaries. Now that's very interesting. There are two types of hot dog buns, regular style and New England style. The hot dog bun we are used to has a split on the side. The New England style has a split right on the top. Mangoes can get sunburned. Sunburn occurs in many plants. Mango trees are affected when grown in areas with temperatures that are over 100 degrees. A combination of moisture and high sun and heat can cause sun damage to mangoes. Eating lollipops is just swallowing flavored saliva. The mouth has no flavor of its own, and when eating a lollipop, you're tasting sugars and flavors. Eating lollipops can increase the amount of saliva in the mouth. Apples have a small trace of cyanide in their seeds. If you bite deep into an apple, in the core are tiny black seeds that contain a substance that releases cyanide when it comes in contact with the human digestive enzyme. Acute toxicity is rare. If you accidentally eat some of the black seeds, it's okay. Fritos only have 3 ingredients: corn, oil, and salt. Yes, only 3 ingredients, making Fritos almost a not processed snack. Almonds are a member of the peach family. Almonds are a member of the prune family that includes peaches, though they're not the same species. If you were to crack open a peach pit, you would notice the inside looks very similar to an almond. Baby carrots are just regular carrots that have been shaved down to bite-sized pieces. To make baby carrots, large carrots are put into a machine and cut into 2-inch sections, then scraped down to size. Their ends are rounded by the same process. Ice cream sometimes contains a form of seaweed in it called red algae. The thickening agent called red algae is safe and recognized by the FDA. Altitude can change taste. When flying, the combination of dry air and pressure change reduces our taste buds. Our perception of saltness and sweetness drops around 30% at a high altitude. An ear of corn used to be way smaller than it currently is. The earliest corn plant was very small, but after periods of breeding, the corn plant has changed into the corn we see today. Hawaiian pizza was invented in Canada. A Greek immigrant moved to Canada in 1954. He created the first Hawaiian pizza at his restaurant located in Chatham, Canada. McDonald's fries were cooked in beef fat until 1990. McDonald's founder wanted the French fry to be simple, fry it in beef fat. In 1990, the popular food chain ditched the beef-based preparation and started cooking their French fries in vegetable oil. Rhubarb leaves are poisonous in large doses. Rhubarb leaves are toxic and humans should never ingest them. The stems, they're safe to eat. Chocolate was once used as currency. Ancient civilization of Mexico and South America used the cocoa bean as a system of money. Spam is short for spiced ham. Spam's name came from a combination of the word spice and ham, despite the fact that neither ingredient appears in Spam. Most wasabi is just dried horseradish. Since wasabi is very rare and expensive, to satisfy demand, most commercial wasabi is made from horseradish and other ingredients. Pineapples grow on bushes, and it takes 2 to 3 years to grow. No, pineapples do not grow on trees. It's a shrub. It takes 2 to 3 years for the pineapple to grow because it takes 200 flowers to develop into one fruit. That means every segment you see on the skin of a pineapple was once a flower. Eating fast food regularly impacts the liver the same way as hepatitis. Fast food not only impacts your cholesterol and your waistline, it also changes your liver enzymes, surprisingly similar to the damages that are seen with hepatitis. Oysters are alive when you eat them. Yes, oysters are alive when you eat them. In fact, if you're going to eat an oyster raw, it has to be alive or it would no longer be safe to eat. When dealing with oysters, alive means fresh. Herbs are the leaves of the plant and spices are the other parts of the plant. An herb is the green leafy part of the plant. Examples are rosemary or sage, and the spices can come from the root, stem, seed, flower, or bark. Carrots were originally purple. Turns out most carrots were purple before the 17th century. Chocolate can kill dogs. If your dog eats enough chocolate, it can become really sick and even die. There is an ingredient in chocolate which dogs are unable to metabolize effectively. Ketchup was once sold as medicine. In the 1830s, tomato ketchup used to be sold as a cure for diarrhea, indigestion, and jaundice. All Fruit Loops taste the same. Each of those cute little loops, regardless of the color, tastes the same. Sorry to say it, it's all one flavor. The M in M&M's stand for Mars and Maury. When the company was founded, it was called M&M Limited. The two M's represent the names of Forrest E. Mars and Bruce Maury. Forrest E. Mars was the founder of M&M's, and Maury, he had a 20% share in the product. Eating pineapples breaks down your flesh. That's because there's a mixture of two proteins, digesting enzymes, and one of them being a corrosive chemical that breaks down amino acids. But as soon as you swallow the fruit, your stomach acids destroy the flesh-eating enzymes. Insect secretion are used to make jelly beans shine. The glaze on jelly beans are coated with a byproduct of female lac insects. Red food coloring is made from ground-up insects. Typically, 17 to 24% of dried insects and eggs are used in food colorant for food and lipsticks. If you suffer bad breath, try chewing on some coffee beans or drink some coffee. Forget chewing gum and mints to freshen your breath. Coffee bean extracts can help prevent the buildup of bacteria. Food is the fuel to human existence. We eat it every day, but how much do you really know about it? Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like, and share so we can live and learn together.